All right, it is time for me to head out. I am, tell you briefly here, I gotta get gas. I'm like almost on empty. So I am gonna be heading to Northeast Iowa today. Yeah, Northeast, towards Marquette and McGregor, Iowa. They do have a casino there that I've been to before, but it's been a long time. So it's only a couple hours away. However, I'm going to bebop my way over there and take my time and stop by a few stores and, just there's a couple attractions too that I want to see. So let's take this adventure on the road. Okay, I got gas. It's a little expensive, but my tank is so small, it's okay. So I got gas. First pit stop, Central City, Iowa. So this is, other than the cheesecake that I get every once in a while, this is probably the most sugary thing I've had since then. It took a little while to get my drink, but I mean, it wasn't obscenely long, and it's a nice ambiance and nice place in there, so it was worth the wait. This is a cookies and cream frappe. So cheers. I did pass over a bridge on my way to this coffee house, and it was really pretty with the small river or big creek that it went over. So I'm gonna stop by there real quick and get some pictures. Right, let's close. If it wasn't so windy and cold, I'd probably stay a little longer, but I just wanted to get a good picture. Oh, man, that was cold. Beautiful, but cold. Oh, yeah. I wonder what it'd be like to magnet fish here. But anyway, let me see where I'm going next. Up next is a thrift store in Krog. I don't know. I didn't even really look at the name of the town, but I'll get it down here in a minute. But next stop is a thrift store, and they just opened up at 9. So, okay, so this little town is called Kogan. Yeah, Kogan, I think it is. But first of all, this little thrift store is like in the back of an old building. It was kind of hard to find. But it is busy as shit. Like, I'm in this small ass town in Iowa, and this place is freaking packed in the parking lot. Like, I'll show you here in a minute, but it's packed. Like, people are damn near running in. Like, I just seen one lady pull up in an SUV. She freaking did a U-turn and parked quickly and literally hopped out of her SUV quickly, slammed the door, and power walked to the front door. Like, this one must be good, but I'm gonna take a drink of this and get going.
Wait, some of these tubs are really empty.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I see what all the hype was about. That thrift store is kind of big. A couple different rooms, and they had a lot of good stuff in there. I did get me, let me show you here. I've been meaning to get a bat for my house, so, you know, I got me a bat, and I got me some travel books, a couple romance books, and this little thing for $1. All the books were $1. I spent, I think $3.25 at this thrift store, so yay. Hey, I just looked where I'm going next. By the way, if I haven't said this by now, on my Google Maps, I have some places along the route. I'm just cross-checking that. The next place that I'm going to is in Ryan, Iowa, and it's an attraction. It'll only take a second. It's not going to take long, but it's going to be worth the stop. You'll see. So I just arrived at this attraction. So worth it. Worth it. Oh, it's so cold too. This umpire is located at the outfield, outside the outfield fence of a ballpark. So for this little town, it's very cute. Next stop is a thrift store in Manchester, Iowa. Okay, I have arrived in Manchester, Iowa. There's actually, I think, 2 places here. This one is an actual thrift store. The next one is going to be a consignment store, but this one is called Manchester Garage Sale. That's the name of the store. So I'm going to get me a drink and go in. I just got out of the Manchester Garage Sale thrift store. And you know what? It's really large, but I didn't buy anything. Their prices were pretty reasonable. They're like they're definitely lower than Goodwill on most stuff. They have a good selection of clothes, of course, and I mean, they had everything a Goodwill would have, but I would say probably better quality. But that was a good stop. Can't remember. Oh, I think my next stop is a consignment store called New to You. So let's head there.
Fight, no sense of fight.
Okay, well, I did not stop at that one consignment store, New to You, as you could probably see. The reason being, oh, excuse me, is because there was like two cars in the parking lot, and I had read the reviews before I put that kind of on my map. I mean, it looked like some place I wanted to stop, but the reviews complain an awful lot about a rude owner, and then seeing the parking lot damn near empty, I was like, okay, makes sense. So I skipped it. And as you see, I'm in Strawberry Point, Iowa. That attraction, the largest strawberry in the world, stopped and seen that. That's not the first time I've seen that. I've seen that a couple times now. But when I pulled into town and got my picture with the strawberry, I was really, really hungry. So I stopped for lunch at this bar. It was Rod and Cal's Pub and Grub. Had me a cheeseburger and some fries. Delicious. Highly recommend if you are in Strawberry Point. Stop by that Pub and Grub. Delicious. The cook in the back, he was really cool. He did a great job on that burger and fries, so highly recommend. So now I am on to my next spot. I believe I'm just going to the Antique Mall in Elkader, Iowa. Yep, that's up next. I just arrived in Elkader, and I've been through this town and in this town a couple of times, and I always forget how pretty this town is. I mean, this town is really pretty, and I always forget that. And it's always such a pleasure when you roll into town and just remember all the beauty that this town has. But I just got here, Turkey River Antiques, about ready to go in. I'm kind of tired after that lunch, but I'm going.
We're gonna do, we go upstairs and we'll come back. I'll tell you Carol.
Wow. So I just got out of the Turkey River Antiques, and so I learned from the lady that is behind the desk there that this used to be an old hotel, And she's got like 65 or some vendors in this place. But this place is huge. I was in there for maybe 20 minutes or so. I kind of want to get going. But I only covered the first floor. They had 2 more floors upstairs and then the basement. Like, this place is huge, but I mean, it's very well organized. The prices seem to be pretty fair. I almost bought a porcelain canister I need something for my coffee at home, and I almost bought it, but I was like, nah, I want something a little cuter. But it's huge. It's a nice place. It's very well kept. I think maybe, you know, I'm gonna save the rest of that place for the next time I come through town, or perhaps, you know, bring one of my kids with me and go through there. So it's pretty big, but it is now time to head to the casino. I have made it to the casino. It is a Bally's casino here in Marquette, Iowa. And there is a lot of construction going on. I do believe that, because it is currently a river boat, I do believe it's moving to land. I could be wrong on that. I don't know. I'll find out. But they've got a big, huge new building here out front. So I'm going to see how much money I have left. And then head on in. So here we go. So I maybe spent, I don't know, 20 minutes in there. It is not on the river anymore. They have decommissioned the actual boat. The building there is the actual casino now, is now a land-based casino. I was walking around. They just moved it on the 28th of February. And what is today? March 7th. So there's still a lot of machines that are in programming mode, or, you know, like something's not right with the machine since the move. There's just a lot of white papers stuck on a lot of different slot machines. But if I had to guess the size, I would compare it to like the size of the Bettendorf, Iowa casino, the Isle of Capri casino in both Bettendorf and Waterloo. About that size, but this one is 2 floors, not 1. But nonetheless, I mean, they've got lots of machines. It was really busy in there, but I think it's because this is like the first week of this being a land-based casino. So it's pretty busy. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to just go home or what. I'm going to look at the map and see what's going on. Yeah, there's not much going on here in Marquette or McGregor, really. I mean, I've been to both. I I don't feel the need to go into town and check it out. So I put my GPS for home. See if we make any stops along the way.